Every day I slept, I made sure that I found a way through a cloud of haze. Every day I wept, found how to live through all them cloudy days. You know the mind's a maze with all its mixtures. It's always hard to get the entire scope of the picture. 1080p, that's you other busters, yeah, obsolete. Can't fuck with me, excuse my French, but I'm not discreet. I wear my heart on my sleeve, but I've learned my lesson. I learned 1996 birth, one of the greatest weapons untold. I'm destined to reach heights thought I could never see, but foolish thoughts rampage my heart and let me not reach the peaks that's entrusted to me. My belief shattered off past actions. I grieve, but grievance never really mattered. It's how I choose to act differently in the coming battles to overcome my limitations and get out my shadow. But it's hard to wade in this water, but it was never shallow. Fuck it, let me get the paddles. Fuck that now, let me get this castle. Fuck that now, let me get this battle.
What it do, everybody? What's good? We back up in this thing. Squad Nero back at you with another one, hitting the big 9-0 for this episode, this week's episode 90. Please make sure that y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you're coming from that YouTube side, hit that noti bell. If you're coming from that Twitch side, make sure that you subscribe. Make sure you letting us know that you tapping in with us. As we have a lot in store for y'all, as there is a lot that just transpired. We did a pod last week, didn't we? Or am I bugging?
Yeah, Thursday.
No.
Yeah,
Thursday we did, but
Thursday.
we didn't do like a pod on it.
Sunday pod, yeah.
All right, so apologies on that, but we back at it with episode 90 for this week. We got a couple quick ones, real quick in the news. RIP, R.I.P. Tatsuya Nagamine. My apologies if I mispronounced that. The director who revolutionized the One Piece anime and pushed its production quality to a new level during the Wano arc. H passed at the age of 53. Also, if you didn't know, One Piece is soon to turn into a seasonal anime as well. I believe it has, 3 or 2 episodes left before they go on a hiatus. So,
and while we're keeping our RIPs going, RIP Jeff Garcia, the homie Sheen, son, got a blast. He was the homie, son. My man just wanted to play Ultra Lord. Wanted to play with his Ultra Lord action figures. And bag the black shorty.
Yeah.
He had her.
Did he do anything else like notable, or like not dissing him or anything, but did he do anything else that like people would know him by?
I'll tell you right now. He also did. I think that he played in Happy Feet, Rio. He was a voice actor for Back at the Barnyard, a show that was on Nickelodeon.
Oh wow.
Marmaduke, he was in Three Strikes. He was also he was in a lot of stuff. He's a comedian. The Empire Strikes Back. No, that's Jimmy Neutron. Oh, he was in Doraemon anime. He played a voice one of the characters in that. Oh wow.
Wow. Rest in peace. Yeah, he was working. He was busy.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
R.I.P. to that brother.
Both of them were busy. Rest in peace to both of them, because like this work really be killing people. Like that's there. If there's one conclusion that is not like unfair to say, it's that like when it comes to the stuff associated with this animation world, like people be really losing their lives.
Yeah.
So rest in peace, and thank you for everything that you've made. Because if the people who pay you won't appreciate you, the least we can do is appreciate you.
Got that right.
Oh, dude. Jeff
My nigga Doug Dimmadome passed away too.
Oh, yeah.
That is true.
Oh, not the
Owner of the sad day. The author is sad.
Yeah.
Facts.
The old guard.
My dog, not my dog.
That's
crazy. My dog.
It's crazy being in a position to see that the folks that y'all grew up on is now passing away now. It's just like surreal feeling. It's a real feeling.
Bro, homie from One Piece, that arc just wrapped.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine?
Young Tatsuya was what 53,
Yeah,
bro.
bro,
I'm
just
hoping.
wrapped.
I'm hoping, but like life expectancy is at least like 70s, 80s.
Yeah, fact.
70s in the U.S.
Bro,
I believe.
they worked them to the
To
bone.
the
That's what
bone,
gonna be
bro.
living
I'm
long,
looking at
bro.
53. Like I don't want to have to live like that, bro.
They we last year or the year before, I can't remember how long it's been now, but when we had this discussion with Akira Toriyama, it's like I saw Mangaka talking about this is so unexpected. It's like, bro, he made what
Everything.
2,000 comic book issues by himself
Yep. By
in
himself.
like in 40 years. Then y'all had spin-offs for everything because the money was rolling. Nah, they did animation creators. It's like animal years or something. I don't know, but it ain't the same. They be going through it. This'll work. All right, I did it. Oh no, I guess we got a trailer in the background. What happened?
I don't know. What
He had
do you
the
mean?
bass effect to his microphone. That shit sounded crazy. All right.
I thought Darth Vader was coming on. I'm like, hold up. Is it coming to life in the background?
Man, his Luke where
Got
No,
Doom
I am
coming.
We
I
about
was.
to.
Wait, what happened?
Oh, go ahead.
No, I thought Doom was coming to life in the background.
Yeah. That shit did sound crazy. It was hella bass, but hella distortion. But nonetheless, we gonna go through some quick topics real quick. We ain't gotta go too crazy in these Jones. It's just some different things that came up that piqued our interest just a little bit. One of those topics is the Dune 3 moving up its release date. Allegedly, it was supposed to be releasing on the same day as Doomsday, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
And now they moved up that release date. Most likely, a lot of people are speculating in fear of what dominance Doomsday will have on the box office. So, y'all quick thoughts on that? If y'all have any thoughts, if y'all ain't got any thoughts, it's okay. Like, I personally understand why they would move it up. I wouldn't. That's like releasing your game on GTA 6 release date. You just
Yeah.
asking for career. So, your game could be the
Yeah,
shit.
I get that.
Your game could be the shit, but niggas do not have the money to be paying top dollar for two AAA games or two good games at the same time. Like, you gotta pick and choose, and there's a lot of good games coming out. So
You said they was gonna release on the same day.
the same day as Doomsday.
Absolutely not, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that yeah.
asking for a recipe for disaster. And that's
Absolutely.
Dune 3. And Dune supposedly has like a cult-like following. There's people that love these movies. I swear for you, I feel like I've fallen asleep in every single last one of them. I haven't even got to Dune 2. I haven't even finished Dune 1.
I liked it, but I wouldn't say it's gonna be able to compete with Avengers.
I'm curious how much Dune and Dune 2
Which,
made
to
in
your
the box
point and
office.
to their point, they shouldn't want to.
Yeah.
Why? You successful. Why do you want to compete? What is that's like a something swinging contest. I don't know if we could say that on YouTube. But that's what that is. Like, you don't need to do that. You got a successful series, just have your own spotlight.
True.
Dune,
Sure.
Dune Part 1 earned 430 mil, and then the second one earned 715 mil.
Oh yeah, so they ain't
Yeah,
even
they
pack
don't
a
need
Billy
that.
with just one. So it's like, yeah, we're not about to put this out with Avengers.
Doomsday by
Nah.
default is hitting the Billy. So yeah, all that market that you thought was gonna be there is gonna be dissipated once Doomsday release.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like at this point, I wouldn't even have it in the same month or even like a month away. I would have to move mine to a different season. Like if y'all want winter time, I'm being so serious. If y'all want to have December, all right, I'm moving my movie up to like into August. Because this
Yeah, I
year
won't
is
even
not
try
gonna take
to
away all
close
my
the
bread.
year out. I agree with D. I won't even try to close no year out. Why?
Yeah.
What? No, I'm not gonna try to close the year out with this movie. Let me just go do this in another. Like, let me go bring it to the top of the year.
Mm-hmm.
If I no, I nope. I completely agree with him. Nope, I would not want to try to compete with them. Nah.
All I know is it's a smart move to move it up. See it like you said, even though competition's good, but there's only but so much. Someone will pay. Nobody's gonna pay for two tickets in one weekend to go to the movies. It's already expensive as it is. So
Yeah.
with them being able to do this to divvy it up, because you will have some people that want to see Doom, because honestly, in my opinion, it's up there for being like a cinematic masterpiece because it's shot so well. It's very dialogue heavy, but it's shot so well. The environments, the creatures, the characters, how they got everything set up, beautifully shot. I've dozed off many a times. It took me about 6, 7 times to watch the first and second movie, but um, it's a lot of weird things that went on in that movie that made me question a lot of things that the author wrote about. But yeah, it's a smart move that even though it's a week apart, it's still a smart move because it's expensive to go to the movies nowadays. So you want to be able to split that off so you can put butts to chairs because you want to have those people that be able to go weekend to weekend.
And to
No,
that point,
yeah.
I was gonna say, I know we're speaking on Doomsday right now, and Doom, but that link that tweet I sent to the group chat where you got Supergirl coming out June 26th, and it come out a week after Toy Story 5 and a week before Minions 3.
Bro,
If I'm
that's
looking at it, I'm like,
crazy.
yo, either Supergirl gonna get pushed back or it's gonna have to get moved up because I'm not about to sandwich Supergirl between. This is like two Avengers films for kids, Minions and Toy Story
Yeah, that's
and
crazy.
Moana.
Nah.
Like, nah, bro. Like, yeah. Especially if your first two films ain't hit 1 billion, there's no way you can have it even close to that.
Side
Yeah.
note: besides Patrick Mahomes tearing his ACL today, Michael Parsons just tore his ACL.
Jesus,
Yeah,
Oh,
it's the end of the season.
I seen. Damn,
Neither one of
oh,
them is playing at all next year.
and they lost to Denver
Yeah,
too.
that's a hit.
Denver might go away with the first seed this year.
Yeah,
I
they
was
lost.
hoping.
They lost and they eliminated. So we're good. And the Buffalo won.
Jeez. Oh my
Sorry
goodness.
about that. I seen that because
DeAndre
Michael
Hopkins
Parsons
is
did go
playing.
down. Michael Parsons did go down during the game today, and it didn't look good. And now it shows that it wasn't
It's being
good.
confirmed. Yeah. Wow.
Man,
All right then. Doing three dodge a bullet. Netflix cash bid for WB. I believe we've already been talking about this debacle, but
did we talk
supposedly
about the trailers?
Paramount. Nah, what trailers for Doomsday?
Yeah.
Oh nah, not yet. I was gonna say
Oh,
that for last.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Um, Netflix offers mostly cash for Warner Bros. In new bid round. But then, as soon as that happened, which I'm pretty sure most of this happened last week, um, Paramount Skydance offered a even higher bid on top of that. So now the shareholders are amongst themselves. And supposedly Paramount Skydance just weaseled their way straight to the shareholders. And I guess
Yeah.
in different business speak, I wouldn't necessarily understand why they go straight to the shareholders, but I guess more for monetary incentive, I guess you say. This is how much money we're willing to pay for all of the properties that you have. So now they're debating amongst themselves, the shareholders, that is, of WB, to figure out what they want to do. If they want to sell all of their IPs and their properties that they own to Paramount Skydance, or to just sell off their streaming rights, HBO Max, and all of the IP that falls under that umbrella. So yeah, this is the
Wait, they would
what
sell HBO Max?
they are only selling. They wanted to supposedly, WB executives only wanted to sell the streaming rights as of right now. That encapsulates Harry Potter. That encapsulates what's the fighting joint? Mortal Kombat. The DC universe,
Okay.
all of that jazz. But if Paramount Skydance is also trying to put in their TV channels, I believe they own CNN some other major news corporations, if I'm not mistaken. So you can. I ain't about to get political on here. Yeah, I know that. We
No,
separate that from here.
no need to.
But you can already tell by how I'm articulating it that based on these niggas' relationships, they got a little vendetta, which is why they want to get the TV channels and the news stations as well to be able to push their narrative. Nonetheless, how do y'all feel about this overall? And do y'all think Netflix still will appease to the shareholders? Because at the end of the day, it looks like they are the ones that have the final say in all of this.
Yeah, I still think Netflix comes out on top with it.
I hope.
Yeah, I would hope. I mean, I did wish it was another company, but at this point, I'd rather Netflix over Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas look like the Empire from Star Wars.
Facts. That should be crazy.
So to kind of just give like, just kind of go a little bit further with that. The reason why, like, if you had to choose between, I'm gonna be a buck with you. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest. Like Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, 90% of the 99% of the stuff that Warner Brothers have, 98 outside of HBO, like the Max originals, like the HBO originals, and the Studio for HBO originals, and DC. I don't care. It's just the truth. I don't care. Like if they were to change the media for Harry Potter, I do care. I do care if it's Harry Potter. I guess Harry Potter would go in there. I just recently became a fan of that. But point blank period, if the big one for me is I know how easy it is for comic book content to be uh manipulated, right? So if you telling me the option is I either a company buys it where there is a pretty significant to good chance that the material would be manipulated in one way as opposed to any natural way, versus another place that the worry is simply are they going to take these films and any future films out of theaters. It just seemed to make more sense to put your money on the place that probably still is going to have things running in theater, to like, versus the place that's going to possibly change the material and the agendas behind the material. It's really confusing to me how people just so okay with that. It doesn't make sense to me why you would be okay with that. Like it's bad enough when it's with media in the sense of like news, but now you telling me we just okay with this if it happens with, again, we talking about children titles, we talking about like things that do hold some level of influence. Why is there not enough concern around that side of it? I don't know. But yeah, no, I'm going to pick the side that's just, oh, we just scared that it isn't going to be in they not Netflix going to make movies for theaters. They're not going to take this whole industry. It might not be as long as y'all as people would per se want, but that's their choice. It's they film. They could have four of them in circulation that equate to the same amount of money as having that one in circulation with this body of IPs. I don't think we gotta freak out as much as that. Like if you a movie, if you like AMC or Regal or something like that, I don't think that this is going to destroy your business. This deal, I don't think you have to worry about that. But that's just how I feel. Maybe it does.
I think Netflix also has probably like the background to be able to produce a lot of projects too. And if that opens up the door for Netflix to get more partnerships with theaters per se, so that they can release these films, they have the background to be able to produce a lot of content for these said theaters. It might not have the same runtime as movies prior to. Obviously, they said they want to shorten the runtime for the movies in the theaters, and then push it over to streaming shortly after that. So it still gives them an opportunity to still make money as long as Netflix is able to produce the level of content and the quantity of content that we've been accustomed to them producing. currently.
Yeah, I don't see the I messed the name up, but you know which one I'm talking about, Sage. The K-pop Demon Slayer,
Yeah.
Oh, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Demon Hunter. Like this gives them the opportunity to say, "Hey, you know what? That was a success. We just got enough momentum for us to look at this and consider this from a larger scale and level. We want to do 15 of these or 20 of these at a time a year in theater. That's not going to upset any balance
Hmm.
for movie. And have they not brought it up to y'all yet? Probably not, but they didn't have the juice to like meet you at any table. You gonna come to a table and you like, we might have more content to do this with, or you gonna wait till you have the content to do this with, have the studios to do this with. Yeah, I don't know.
I still have to approach it with a little bit of skepticism because at the end of the day, Netflix is a business too, and they've been doing a whole lot of wonky shit that has pissed off a lot of its consumers too. So
Yeah, for a fact.
Sure,
they
sure,
They
need to
take
look
prices
around.
but
every year.
Yeah,
Nickel and
I
diamond.
just, I just rather than changing again,
I
it's
agree
not that they
eventually.
not a villain. It's just like rather than picking the villain that's going to like change the media itself, like the aesthetic, the history, the messaging, all of those things. No, I'd rather not try playing that game because most of the time when we try to play that game, we end up finding out.
Oh,
That's very true. All right.
You got a Batman, not even doing no Batman stuff.
Yeah. Overall, Netflix it seems like would be the best route. Hopefully. Um, I just thought about the Supergirl trailer. I didn't
Yeah,
know.
y'all hate it. I like it.
I
Yo,
didn't
did we
know.
talk about that or not enough, man?
Well, a
What
little
was
bit,
that?
but probably not enough.
Yeah, probably not enough. I low key wanna. Should we hold off Stranger Things 5 or season 5 so far until they at
I
least
haven't watched it.
because we're not too far off from Christmas. Christmas is
Yeah.
the final episode.
Yeah, we
So
wait
no, it's
till
not.
realistically,
No, there's 3 parts from
yeah,
what I've seen. There's 3 parts.
three parts.
yeah. I think they dropping some in the middle
So let me
between
see.
this and Christmas time. I believe Christmas was the last
Stranger
episode.
Things released. No, they're releasing another 4 on. Yeah. So they're releasing. They released 4 already. They released 3 episodes on Christmas, and then the series finale 2 episodes is on New Year's Eve.
Oh damn!
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
bro.
jeez Louise. Okay. All right.
And that's it. There's no more Stranger Things after that, man.
Thank God,
Wait.
Uh, I think we can probably talk about this in a different kind of like a separate episode. I want to give it its just due, and I feel like we'll go on a tangent if we talk about Stranger Things. So be on the lookout for that. We will do that and a versus it. Welcome to Dairy. Try and come up with like two sides and see who can debate the best on which show is better in their humble opinion. Nonetheless,
Uh,
what?
we already know what's
T,
going to win.
what side you picking?
Well,
It?
I'm taking Welcome to Dairy.
Welcome to Dairy. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. By
If you look at the
default,
full scope of the whole Stephen King universe being put together when you're watching this unfold, nah, don't get me started. I just
by
want to.
default, I'll have to.
He
do
said that's
Stranger Things.
Tuesday.
I have to do Stranger Things then, and we'll be versus each other, and then we'll decide the rest. We'll give because D, you still gotta
But
watch.
you can't. But
Stranger
the thing
Things,
is,
right?
you can't
Yeah.
do that because
I ain't watched Stranger Things.
Or
here's the
Welcome to
thing.
Dairy.
Here's the thing. You can't do that because Welcome to Dairy only has 1 season compared to
Put
5.
it against
Welcome-
5 for Stranger
You
Things.
can't do that. If it was,
If it's worth its salt, we gonna see what it should
there's
be.
more material in Stranger Things than Welcome to Dairy. We still got 2 more seasons of Welcome to Dairy that's got to get produced.
Because to be honest, in my humble opinion, it Welcome to Dairy is smacking Stranger Things.
It's really
Well,
good.
It's really good.
It's really good.
I definitely am. If all right, let's like if you were to take Stranger Things 5 seasons and let's say Welcome to Dairy had 5 seasons as well, I can already tell you Welcome to
Welcome to
Dairy in
Dairy.
terms of interest is smoking Stranger Things for me personally.
Well,
It
I'm
was
gonna-
Stranger Things is boring to me. Like
Boring
that's
as
why I
hell.
don't that's why I don't really. I'm trying to watch it now because I
See,
know that this is the last season, but it's like a drag.
It's a
the
slow burn.
problem, the problem. Here's the thing where Welcome to Derry works much better because it's not just it you're being scared of. You're scared of the lore of the racism that's going on during the time. All the craziness that's happening. There's not just one thing that you're dealing with in Welcome to Derry, and Stephen King does a good job of like portraying that from the It book for it to be like thrown in there for us to be able to see what happened 27 years before the first It movie. And the fact that we get this how crazy it gets, y'all. The black spot is not even the worst thing that has happened. 27 years before that, you had an Easter egg hunt. 27 years before that is something even worse.
And T, I just want to make one correction. It is based on Stephen King's novels, but this is developed by Andy Muschietti, Barbara Muschietti, Jason
Okay.
Fuchs,
The nigga from the Flash,
those three. I think so.
the director from the Flash, attached to something good.
It's crazy, right?
He made the It movies, chapter 1 and 2, the latest ones.
It
Chapter
just
1
might
was
be maybe
amazing.
it's
Chapter-
probably because his bag is probably like supernatural,
well,
like supernatural stuff like this, like horror and thriller based supernatural. He probably shines in that. And then because it's Warner Brothers, they was like, well, you know what? Since you shined in this, you'll shine in this too. And it's
I
like,
see
no,
what
it
you
don't
did
work
there.
like that.
Niall, I
That's
see
right
what
with
you
the
did there.
Flash.
Yeah,
I see
you
what
caught
did there.
that. That's yeah, you see
Okay,
with the
I see what you
shine,
did
with the
there.
shine.
Okay,
That's
okay.
right. That's right.
They
But
ain't catch
yes,
it.
they are
They
the
ain't catch
lead
it.
for it. They are they put this whole thing together based off the movies, which is really impressive in the novels because they've weaved everything together in ways that just has not been weaved together
See,
in previous material around the Stephen King
see,
universes
the thing
outside of
that
the books.
they did a good job with. I'm gonna say this, like the only caveat to this whole thing is who's in Castle Rock.
I haven't seen that, but
Bill
yeah,
Skarsgård is in
yeah, I know
Castle
he
Rock,
is.
so
Yeah.
I don't know how you spin that. But granted, it's made by someone else.
Yeah, but who
Really.
he plays in it, it kind of make it creepier when you look at it from that
Yeah,
perspective. That's why I'm about to be watching. It's coming on to Netflix. They keep advertising it. I'm about to watch it because I never watched it. But I look. Somebody told me to look that up. Something on Twitter told me to look that up, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, ho, ho, I want to see how they flip this.
yeah. I'm about to watch them all in order because it starts off with Shawshank Redemption, and then
Hmm.
it goes down from there to it. Welcome to Derry.
Dude, and it's
And
crazy. I don't know how much
Chapter
y'all like. I've read a lot of Stephen King books. Like that's like my. If I don't read or if I feel like I'm not reading enough, I go pick up a Stephen King book because it's just really easy for me to read, as opposed to like something that might be a little bit more sophisticated. And that it doesn't end there. That's the part that's so wild to me is like there's so much that's come out in media wise, like Shining, Shawshank Redemption. There's a whole bunch of different Gerald's Game. There's a bunch of different things that have come out, but like you probably got another 7 to 10 books that talk about these same things that we seeing in it and we'll see in like Shawshank Redemption and Castle Rock that they still can make material off of, which is I don't know. Like he really do got a multiverse. He like
Yeah.
legit has a multiverse.
because if y'all pay, when you do get a chance to watch it, D, have you ever watched The Shining?
That's the Hannibal Lecter joint.
No, that's the one where here's Johnny, where
Oh, with Jack Nicholson.
yeah, with Jack
Mhm.
Nicholson in it.
No, I never watched it.
Okay, so you know, I don't know if you seen scenes from it, but the black guy that's in there, Dick O'Halloran, he's also in Welcome to Derry. So because of his ability, he's also in Doctor Sleep. So it's
Mhm.
all put
Is people with powers in The Shining?
no, the shining is the power.
Yeah.
Your shine.
That's why when you brought up that Stranger Things has 5 seasons, that may be so, but the lore behind it in and of itself within this whole entire multiverse
Vast.
makes up for that fact that Stranger Things might have this five
But-
seasons of lore
But
jump
here's
on
the
us.
thing, it
So I
does
was a
not
little
work.
confused. My bad. I was saying like Rob said, like it was so much lore. I never knew The Shining connected to it. So I'm like,
but it only connected because of Welcome to Derry.
oh, only because of Welcome to Derry.
Yes, yes. So um, the thing is, Rob, you still can't
Yo, it's
have that.
crazy.
You still can't have that debate because you're only pitting the shows. You can't go by the lore. It Welcome to Derry is only one season. Yes, we have lore behind it. We have all the movies, but it's
And
not
that
like you're
plays a pivotal
saying
role, though.
no, because then you have to change it where Stephen King universe versus Stranger Things, because then that's when you can have that
Yeah, because
conversation.
Stranger Things technically has a universe that it is built
But
with a
what I'm
whole lot of
saying is,
various things.
but that's the thing. You can't say it Welcome to Derry versus Stranger Things because you're only looking at one thing. You have to say Stephen King's universe versus Stranger Things.
He's
That's how
saying
you
when
have to
there's
do that.
multiple parts that's kind of attached.
Yes,
Yeah.
I guess.
It becomes a lot more vast that way, but
yes.
like that, see again, okay, so to give you an example, Stephen King book I read in like 2016 was a book called Revival. It touches a lot on this, like the Shining, that whole Shining aspect and whatnot. It's a really good book. um how far does it go, I guess is what I'm trying to say, is at that point do you count the books as well that talk about these same things that have not had media yet? Because then that seemed like an unfair fight versus Stranger Things. Because
Yeah,
it go
yeah.
like he
It
got
goes deep.
65 novels, bro.
It goes deep. It goes deep. Especially that one, the one Hulu series, 1836, 1936, something like that. It's like a time
Yeah,
traveling show.
33. Uh-huh.
Yeah, home in that show, Homeboy goes back in time and he talks to the Losers Club after they defeat it in one of the
Yeah.
episodes. So
Yep.
it's a lot of
It I'm
material.
telling you, every time they make something new, that's Stephen King. The Long Mile or The Long Walk. The Long Mile. The Long Walk. I'm pretty sure that there's a little instance in there that could be at the very end that could possibly, we didn't explicitly hear it, but it could be um that light, like that shining too. It's like all of it is ends up being connected in some way, and I'm sure that there was some Easter eggs when they was on that walk. That was a good movie. I want to do it. I was supposed to do a review for that.
That
That was a
movie
good
right
movie.
You
there.
said The Shining?
Woo! The
Nah,
Long
it just
Walk,
came out recently. It's another
October.
Stephen King movie.
Oh,
It just
The
came out in
Long Walk.
October called The Long Walk. I just saw it recently,
oh,
and I
that's
was
what
like, man, this
we
is
was talking
pretty
about
good.
before. Yeah.
That's
Really
Stephen
good
King
movie.
too. So
Really
Okay.
you
good
know what I'm
movie.
saying? Like it's so many. Every time that you make something that's Stephen King, it has the possibility to have even if it's very minuscule, some form of connection to this entire Welcome to Derry. Which is
Okay.
it's cool. Honestly, I never really thought it like it's it. What I like about Welcome to Derry kind of introducing this conversation is that so many people like it. It's causing people to start talk about this like Stephen King verse, and I never thought about it in that perspective. Like I never thought about that, like the MCU verse. Like I never looked at it like that. And now I'm like, dang, you know what? If anybody could do it, it's probably this guy's work. But we'll save this because we're supposed to be talking more about this after the season finale.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, be on the lookout for that. The season finale review
yeah.
that'll be coming, and then we'll have a round table with all those that have seen it, so we can sit down and discuss everything from episode 1 to 8. We like what we didn't like, everything under the sun.
Alrighty then. And now we get. If you don't know by now, this is kind of like a Marvel slash DC podcast. Shout out to fucking Absolute Batman. Shout out to Scott Snyder.
Yes.
And I can't remember who the
Hmm.
other author is at this present point in time.
Alan Ewing.
Alan Ewing. Shout out to those two gentlemen because they are writing their asses off for this Absolute universe. I tell you that, okay? Absolute Batman specifically going absolute absurd. They just introduced Joker and his origins, somewhat so to say. So make sure you tapping into that. Make sure you shout out Sky Ewing and make sure you shout out Squad Nero as well. to let us know that we put y'all on to that. All right. But nonetheless, we got a whole lot of Marvel information. We got things such as Daniel Kaluuya is teasing a Spider-Punk animated feature. We also have that Spider Noir dropping, I believe, next year, if I'm not mistaken.
Mhm.
That is with Liam. Is it Liam Neeson?
No,
Nicolas Cage.
yeah,
Nicholas
Ghost
Cage.
Rider dude.
Nicholas Cage. Nicholas Cage. Uh, Born Again
That's
season
wild.
two. Born Again season two trailer shown at CCXP 25. Matt and Fist seem to be facing brutal situations. It showed a little bit of Karen and Foggy, and Kirsten Ryder appears as Jessica Jones, which is, if you haven't known, then now you know. They are introducing some of the Defenders that was from that Netflix, the Netflix shows that they released. They're introducing some of those characters back into the fold. And then we also have some juicy information from Alex Perez over at the Cosmic Circus, where he does his annual Q&As, answers some questions from the fans in regards to Marvel and their next plans going forward, and various things within the Doomsday and the projects that we know that are coming up soon. I don't care about Champions and Young Avengers. Supposedly they're working on a project for that.
Don't care at all.
The villain supposedly is Novar. So I don't know. Do y'all know of a character named Novar?
No,
No.
Okay.
no.
All right. So I'm sorry, but yeah. Daredevil and Defenders will. Hey, Alex, will Luke Cage and Iron Fist show up in Daredevil Born Again season 2, or is this something that we shouldn't expect this season anymore? I wouldn't expect that this season. Maybe a few minor nods, but there's still more seasons of Daredevil Born Again to put out. You got to let it simmer. So it's going to be a couple of seasons that we're getting Born Again, which is good now that they brought back the original show writers and the people that was working on the first project that Netflix dropped. Um,
Is that
Fantastic.
supposed question? Is that supposed to go into Defenders, or is it like Defenders will be a part of Born Again?
They're just bringing them back supposedly. So we know that Jessica Jones is coming back this season.
Okay.
We don't know about Luke Cage if they end up recasting him. We don't know about Iron Fist if they end up recasting him
They
too.
gonna recast Luke Cage?
I don't know.
They bet not.
I don't
Michael
know.
Booker did a good job.
He did good. That show was ass though.
That show
That show
was
was
ass.
No,
terrible.
real quick, what's better, Luke Cage or Black Lightning, bro?
Ooh, I didn't even watch Black Lightning,
Luke
so I can't
Cage.
say
No,
Luke Cage.
Luke Cage is still better than Black
no,
No,
Lightning.
no, 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 no.
no. Black Lightning
Black
literally
Lightning-
is like if the Proud family had fucking superpowers.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
The one good thing about Black Lightning was Tobias. He was the only good thing about that series.
That Tombstone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, no.
Only good
Is
thing
that
about
it was
series.
Tombstone? Yeah,
Yeah.
Tombstone
Nah, that
was.
nigga-
That's
He
why I
was
was
so
excited when they said he was gonna be Tombstone.
Yeah. Yeah, I never watched Black Lightning. Maybe I gotta.
No, don't tap in.
No,
Okay.
no, you don't.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Yeah, tap out.
Thank you.
Yeah, don't.
But like Rob's saying,
You don't nothing.
this new Defenders Champions joint, like I feel like they have to build the hype. I mean, clearly they're gonna use Doomsday as a way to introduce us to these young characters because if they having a whole TV series, they gotta build some type of hype in these movies.
I'm
But at the same
curious-
time, it's like you bringing back some heavy hitters. So how is Haley Steinfeld as Hawkeye's whatever the hell her name is?
She gonna be
How is-
Hawkeye, I believe, right?
Yeah, how is she gonna outshine, or like even get noticed when you got the likes of the old X-Men characters, Ian McClellan, Patrick Stewart. Then you got the dude playing Nightcrawler. You got what's that dude name? Pedro Pascal, Vanessa Kirby, apparently Tobey Maguire. It's like, yo, y'all got too many heavy hitters in here for us to care about the next generation of champions or whatever you're gonna call them.
I think
They'll
because
probably do it as an ending cutscene.
I think
if they
because
gonna
they're
do
gonna
it.
be doing it more so TV show related, if I'm not mistaken, and they're gonna try and separate the TV shows from the
From the movies.
So I'm thinking it reminds me of how like Justice League animated and how
okay.
Young Justice was animated as well. Young Justice, you have characters that are loved, but they're not beloved like the Justice League characters
Yeah.
that people are tapping into for Justice League. But yet you were still able to convey captivating stories to keep folks intrigued and
Mhm.
interested in these new characters. I think they're just going to do it in a show way,
Okay,
which I think would be the better way to do it because it's a
for
lot
sure.
easier to get the audience that way instead of trying to drop movie releases on top of the big name movie releases. You're just cutting yourselves off at the feet at that point in time.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Um. Oh, Alex Perez. All right. Fantastic Four's role post Secret Wars, trying to adapt to their new reality and also raising their family. Thanks for doing the. Any insight on the future of the Future Foundation in the MCU? It's just mainly Reed's cover to explore the multiverse. That's as much as we know currently. Um, hey Alex, as always, thank you for doing this. Is there a future for Shalabal in the MCU? There may be a possibility, but I haven't heard anything about the Surfer. Hey Alex, this was an important one that I sent in the group chat. Hey Alex, does
Hmm.
Doctor Doom steal Franklin and use Fantastic Four ship to get away? Technically, you can't steal what's yours to begin with. All right, now
Weird as
before
hell.
now before
It
we
is. It's super weird.
before we tap in, and he probably has to say it that way to give people who are smart enough, I guess, to deduce what he's trying to throw down the opportunity to figure it out without blatantly saying it.
Nah, that's weird, bro.
It's
So
weird, bro. Like it's just
Mm-hmm.
that is okay. Because maybe I'm stupid. Cool,
spoiler alert too.
but to
Potential
me,
spoiler alert.
that insinuates that Sue had his child.
Yeah.
In a different universe, possibly.
No, and
Oh,
that.
but that ain't what we saw. And yeah, it seemed like it was in this one, and that ain't what we saw.
We don't
Unless
necessarily
she
know if
got busy behind,
we don't
which I don't
necessarily
think
know
that's
if Doom.
necessarily what you want to be starting.
We don't know if necessarily his Doom is from the Doctor Doom is from that universe.
But then that begs the question, like and I feel like that's kind of where they messed up because they showed the empty chair in Latveria, but then they never mentioned Victor in these plans of saving the world. I get it's a Fantastic Four movie, but
Hmm.
they never mention him. But then it's like, okay, let's put this. We got this empty chair from Latveria. Then let's bring Doom in at the last moment. Hey, this ain't the Doom from this world anyway. And it's like, okay. And then you saying, yeah, you can't steal what's technically yours. Like Niall said, is this like Doctor Doom's child, or is
Hold
like?
on,
Cause
now.
I'm like, come on, bro.
What if?
Yeah.
What if instead of that, scrap that idea because that was just a floater one. What if the real actual thing that happened was once Doctor Doom? I believe they said that the snap from Tony Stark in Endgame was the catalyst for what started everything. It
That don't
started
make
the
sense though.
whole motions. Because I believe that snap broke because as soon as he did that, it already like the timeline already knew he changed events that wasn't supposed to transpire. They weren't supposed to go back in time because once Captain went back in time, he was already gonna stay there. And he was already gonna fuck up the timeline that way. It was basically like the domino effect. That was just the first domino to fall type of thing. Once he snapped, supposedly Doctor Doom was able to get all of his memories because after that snap, if I'm not mistaken, when Captain America went back and Loki was able to get free when he was trying to return the Tesseract to the time that it was at, which is the Space Stone, if I'm not mistaken, or Space Gem. Time works differently in the TVA. So when he killed He Who Remains, that shit was damn near at the same time that Loki disappeared off into that other universe before the TVA got him. Like it wasn't that much time that transpired in the real world in comparison to the events of Loki season 1. So now you got that. Now it opens up the floodgates. Now Doom is able to figure out, hey, Kang fucked with my timeline and made me this docile fucking creature, and I've been wondering what's wrong. And in that perfect timeline that Doom sees, he's supposed to be with Sue. He's supposed to have Franklin as his son and potentially Valeria.
Nah,
So he could still be that Doom of that universe that the Fantastic Four is from.
because if you're talking about Tony Stark snap, you got to mention the Hulk snap because it was Thanos' first snap, then the Hulk brought everybody back, and then Iron Man did the snap that got Thanos and his little cronies up out of there. So you got to mention something about the Hulk snap doing
But
something.
Hulk isn't the same person as Tony Stark slash Doctor Doom.
But I thought they said he's playing Victor Von Doom and not a variant of Tony Stark.
I thought they did say that too.
Because they did say
That's
no. He's
why I was
playing.
trying to go with the same girl scenario, but
That's what I'm saying. Because I'm like, yo,
it's
they said no. We cast Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom. He is not a Tony Stark variant, and maybe they're doing that to hide the story. But it's like, yo, like then that gives credence to Robert's theory. If it's the snap that Tony did that could have woken something in Doom's mind, like okay, one of his variants is gone, and with this mind with the Infinity Gauntlet, something happened throughout the multiverse. But then at the same time, it's like it'll make sense because we saw in the TVA those stones only have power in their prospective universe.
universe.
So
Yeah.
now it's like, how could that power from this Earth main 616 universe even be felt through the multiverse? If all these stones are used as paperweights in the TVA because outside of the universe they just stones.
I think it was just a domino effect. I don't focus too much on the snap. It started it. It wasn't the first major event that transpired from it. It was basically that got the wheels turning on Loki getting the Tesseract, going to the TVA, killing He Who Remains with his Loki variant, and then opening up the main Marvel universe to the multiverse because he was the only person stopping that. He was keeping them away, keeping them isolated. And that's why in the when we seen the Kang Council and what Ant-Man Quantumania post-credit scene, they talked about we finally know where they are. We have finally been able to ascertain their location type of thing. They weren't able to do that prior to, not until the events of Loki and everything transpired. Even Loki season 2. I think they cook it with some gas.
It's
What
gonna
the
be interesting to see how they weave it.
what I'm understanding is they're gonna have to weave a good, compelling story that's understandable and that appeases to the fans.
They confident that they have, so I mean, I just hope that it transpires that way. Russo brothers being under the helm of this, though, it makes me think they would not have this level of confidence. Maybe I don't know, maybe they would, but I don't think that they would have this level of confidence unless they figured something out in the narrative that was already being presented post Dooms or post Endgame. So we just have to hope because I can't see all of these threads the same way.
Yeah, nah.
Personally, I can't see it. Yeah.
FA.
Because then it's like I did not have another question because it's like okay, if uh if the going back in time, well, if the snap was the domino effect or the going back in time is the domino effect, it's like in Multiverse of Madness we see them killing Thanos. Why wouldn't and we know Doom is a powerful sorcerer, so why wouldn't the Book of Ashanti or whatever that Doom that Doctor Strange used be some type of signal or something through the multiverse? Or why wouldn't something that happened in Loki uh well, I guess because of the TV show, but connect to that? Because it's like there's so much going on in the multiverse. It's like why only is this one thing that's been done 3 times, the snap? Why is that the one that gets his attention?
I think it just opened up for whatever reason that snap how it happened because that was the only from Doctor Strange. It seems like that was the only way that they were going to be able to win. That's the only way the Avengers have that iteration of the Avengers have ever won against Thanos. And if it was something that was never done before up until that point, then it would have had ramifications that nobody would have foreseen until later on down the line. Like he was saying
The
certain
split, which
things.
is the split of the split that the TVA always talks about. So I get that angle
Mhm.
because it would have caused a new event. And
Uh,
from that, like the new branching of event, if it
uh-huh.
was something that had never been done before,
From that
so
branch,
you
we
have
got hella
the
branches after that. We got the Spider-Man branches. We got the not necessarily the Ant-Man branches, the Doctor Strange branches. Like all of those shits just started going haywire. things that wasn't supposed to happen that are happening at this present point in time. Doctor Strange is supposed
I
to be traveling through the multiverse.
I don't. I still am with like D that I don't fully see the threads to it,
Mhm.
but I will say this: if that is the route that they are thinking about going or are in fact going, I think it just has to be tied to Doom's intelligence. Like maybe it is a scapegoat in it all, but that's probably the best way to weave it together more than his connection to magic and more than this idea of him possibly being like either an anchor being or affected by something directly. I think it just has to be his intelligence that figures it out because there's so much to weave through. That's the only thing that could make it make sense, in my opinion.
Because weren't the Bengals a beacon or something too?
More
Like,
than like a fate thing.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
like it could be like, yo, they got the
Yeah.
Bengals.
Yep.
They didn't have the Book of Ashanti here. We got people jumping through multiverses and going back in time. He could be like, this is a universe where magic is abundant or something like that. That can capture his attention. But if they just focusing on the snap, because I'm like, they done mentioned these Bengals like they was the one thing to bring everybody to this earth or something. So I'm like, they can't keep
Well,
forgetting
wasn't
that
the
they.
same.
Go ahead.
You got Shang-Chi's. No, I'm sorry. I was just gonna say you brought up a good point because you have Shang-Chi's little 10 ring things that's supposed to be something like that, and then also Kamala Khan's, right?
Exactly.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, bruh. Like
I
it's
don't want them
I
to
don't
ditch
know.
that because it's like
Then
we
you
ain't
also
seen
got
Shang-Chi since 2021. So it's like y'all can't just ditch him in this story and talk about these ancient Bengals that seem otherworldly, and all of a sudden it's like, all right, bam, 8 years later, or damn, not 8 years later, 5 years later, we ain't gonna ever mention this shit again.
I think they'll find it.
then
They'll be
how
able to
weird
find
does
a way.
America Chavez look?
I don't even think she's
That's
gonna play
another
a big
thing to me
role
is
in this
how.
one.
But that's my thing is like if she been hopping around all of these universes, she never ran into or got any wind of everything that's supposed to be this RDJ Doctor Doom. Like not enough for any warning or anything
She was
with
doing a
all of
lot
the
of
hopping around she did.
all that hopping around she was doing. She was just like a kid hopping around. You see, she was like, oh
They
shit.
were docile. The Doctor Dooms were docile. They weren't to the level because Kang specifically stopped him. He manipulated this sacred timeline in order to stop him.
Okay.
The Kangs throughout the multiverse manipulated all of their timelines in order to stop this one specific person because they knew how powerful Doctor Doom would be. That's why the snap is what helped, for whatever reason, be the catalyst. And then Steve staying to live his life out with Peggy was the first incursion, and that was the incursion that ruined Doctor Doom and what he was supposed to have. Supposedly, this is alleged.
And we had what other
So it would
incursion?
have been
We've had Spider-Man incursions. We've
Yeah, I was
had
about to say
Doctor
that
Strange
oh,
Spider-Man
incursions.
joint at the end where we saw the outline of Rhino and them other villains. It was like okay, and he was Strange was like they starting to come through. So it's like okay, this is like an almost incursion because they looking like oh, like
Mhm.
we finna hop through here or something. So that's two versions. But y'all think Doom could
Oh
use
no,
America Chavez? Because like I was saying before, she wasn't doing nothing
no.
through the multiverse, but just looking for her parents. So she jumping through. It's like it don't seem like nothing occurred to her to be looking for her.
He could he could utilize her power.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
what we've been hearing from speculations and rumors and everything and leaks is that Doom is going to be assembling a team of superpowered individuals: Century, Franklin Richards, possibly America Chavez, possibly Scarlet Witch from the main MCU timeline, who is the strongest Scarlet Witch in the multiverse, if I'm not mistaken, and try to use these people in order to achieve the power of creating Battle World at the end, supposedly, allegedly. So I don't know, but they supposedly at the same
yeah. I could
time
see her getting a Loki.
they said America Chavez is not going to play a big role. So
That's crazy.
I
yeah,
know it's confusing. It's confusing.
Cause she
It
was just
genuinely
with
is because it's
Wong.
like I could
So
see her being.
yeah, I'm like you saying, like her, she could be some part of some new Avengers team. 'Cause I'm like, bro, she got
I think
multiversal
she will
jumping
be.
abilities.
She gonna be.
and she being trained by the Sorcerer Supreme. So it's like she gonna have to know something, especially if we ain't got Scarlet Witch,
I
which we
think
know
she.
she
Right.
gonna come back. But
I
it's
think
like,
she gonna be Young Avengers because it ain't no. To be honest with you, I'm sorry, but the only young nigga that can operate on the Avengers and keep up with all the rest of them niggas is Spider Man.
yeah,
That's how it seems in the comics. If it's young niggas, unless it's the X-Men, they got a whole bunch of young niggas that roll with them. But with the Avengers, they very picky about the young niggas they let on the squad,
yeah, no, that's a fact.
and it makes
Yeah.
sense because I'm not about to let no little nigga on the field be the reason I die. I croak. All right, nonetheless. They talked about Hawkeye and Jeremy Renner if he's gonna come back, especially with the controversy going on right now with him. Um, Kate Bishop is spearheading the Young Avengers initiative with Kamala, so expect to see them soon. As for Clint, honestly, he can stay retired. His ending is fine as is. Poor guy has been trying to live a quiet life for years. Hulk. Hi, Alex and Lizzie. Happy holidays. You previously mentioned that Spider-Man Brand New Day would evoke a connection going back to the beginnings of the MCU and explore uncharted territory for the personal history of these two characters, Bruce Banner slash Hulk and Peter Parker. Can you elaborate? The events of Brand New Day are going to force both of these characters to come face to face with their own personal trauma and guilt over the events of their past as they come bubbling to the surface. And you have to think about what effect that can have on these two characters particularly. With Spider-Man, it's about having the emotions, thoughts, and feelings of guilt he suppressed over the years come back out, and how being Spider-Man has completely suppressed the man behind the mask. For Hulk, it's similar, except it unleashes a big green monster on the rampage, angrier than he's ever been before. In previous iterations, Hulk, dare I say, shows restraint in the MCU, even during the events of Age of Ultron when he was under the control of the Scarlet Witch. People were seriously injured and scared, but if I recall, he never killed anyone. In Brand New Day, he might get pushed to the point where he might just kill somebody. Already off
But what
that,
would do it? Like, is it his son?
because he's been
Here's the thing, though.
suppressed.
It w-
It's the same thing with Doom. It's the same thing with Doom. Think about it. The Hulk, at this present point in time, Banner, he didn't talk to the Hulk in order to get his approval of this. He just found the cure to a sense where he was able to control it still in Bruce Banner form. The Hulk has been suppressed this entire time. Doctor Doom's true persona and his essence was suppressed this entire time. Hulk is gonna come back pissed as hell. You finally let him out that cage?
But why would Hulk be pissed?
but for what?
Hulk chose
Yeah.
not to come out in Infinity War.
Yes.
We seen
Yes.
Hulk oh, shoot, how do you say that word? Canonically? Whatever the fuck. In the comics.
Yeah.
In the comics, the madder he is, the stronger he is.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me Thanos beating your ass and you not mad? Thanos beat your ass, all of a sudden Hulk don't want to come out? So Bruce is like, okay, cool. And then in Infinity War, he had to wear the Hulk Buster armor because Hulk refused to come out. So Hulk can't sit up. You can't pull
You know
this.
what?
You can't pull this over our eyes and be like, yeah, Hulk has been suppressed for so many years and he's angry. The Hulk is angry.
You know
Like
what?
this. Wait, hold on, Rob, because this goes back to 2012. Bruce Banner said, "I'm always angry," and we thought that shit was the hardest line because the Hulk was there in a second. Boom! All of a sudden,
Facts.
you get Infinity War. You like, okay, we Hulk about to go crazy at the end of this movie because they showed him in the trailer. No, Hulk doesn't come out at all. Then you get Endgame, and then you get Smart Hulk, and he's like, "Oh no, I merged the two, ha ha ha." And then it's like, okay, you get more movies and more movies, and you get a TV show where he's just a big green dude. And it's like there's no way you can justify an angry Hulk unless it's brought out through magic or through Mr. Like Negative or something, through emotion or something actually happens. Because if you had him suppressed in the movies under his own volition, like
Oh
this
no
is
no
an
no no
empty
no
Bruce
no no
did.
no. Something is gonna force him out.
Okay, well,
That's
something has to force him out. Hopefully,
What's that something gonna be? Is this his son?
it's got to be She-Hulk dying. Something, hopefully.
Oh my goodness.
Either that, or it's either got to be that or his son,
They can't
which
kill.
I think they should. I
His son
think they
ain't doing
should.
one word.
I think they should. Let's do it now. Let's do it now.
They
We can
also
redo
they
this.
also I understand your negativity towards how they've been treating the Hulk. I feel that same sentiment, but I feel like they just trying to right their wrongs at this point. They understand where they fucked up at. It was like we gotta stop holding the fucking hands with this Hulk character.
Honestly, I can see that. Where they just it doesn't make sense. They just putting it in. They just like we have to get here because for over a decade people have complained about how we have minimalized the actual Hulk entity. So they just like we're not even going to put too much thought in this. We just going to make him reemerge.
And fix it.
That as much as that is a terrible answer in terms of like storytelling, I could see that though.
Yeah, but that's really dumb.
Marvel got to clean
Like,
up this next arc, boy.
they gotta really do it because you're not about to sit here and tell me, yeah,
Yeah.
Hulk is gonna be angry. It's like, bro, he should have been angry when he found out Natasha died.
When
All he did was throw a bench. He found out Natasha, Black Widow, died, and he threw a bench across the parking lot. He snapped and brought everybody back
That's
except her and didn't get mad. You mean to tell me in Endgame,
didn't get mad.
the whole, you got Avengers, you got the Wakandans, you got the Magic School kids running, and we don't get one. We don't have one scene where Hulk going crazy. Not one scene in that final battle where Hulk doing
He
anything
was
crazy.
angry in that whole thing, that whole journey.
Mind
He
you,
wasn't angry at 1 second.
Mind you, since Infinity War to Endgame, it was 5 years, and he ain't get angry one time.
Well, not once.
So we damn near going on a decade of Hulk just sitting there chilling. You about to say, yeah, in this Spider-Man movie, he gets really mad.
The end game, he can't even. The end game, he can't even bring his girl back, and he ain't got no words for Thanos. He ain't got a single. He ain't got nothing, bro.
No,
Bro.
just get packed up.
Now because what? Because the mayor had a tissy fit in New York City. That's the thing. They better had a sentry in here smacking them around to bring them out. Something.
And that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, if anything, like they could have taught, like if anything, like they could have really had the Sentry, like when he was Void, if he was in that area, and you do something like they could have played on that shit. Like if Bruce go into his dark mind and he looking for himself, and looking for abuse, and he find only the Hulk there, and it's like, oh shit, I can't do nothing to this nigga, and then Hulk is just like coming out or something. Like you really have to justify why Hulk said no to coming out. Because I remember, I forgot, I think it was directors or a writer that they were like, Hulk is tired of always saving Bruce. Like, come on, y'all just killed the whole joint right there.
I think they'll figure
Yeah.
out if Scorpion is there. I think they could finagle some way where he has some poison toxin that.
He's supposed
Nah,
to be
bruh.
peaceful, bruh. You is not, yo. If I get in that movie and Hulk gets stabbed in his pec with a
I'm walking
scorpion
out.
tail, and he start going berserk, I will go.
Nah.
I will go to Kevin Feige's office.
Here we go.
No, I'm not gonna say it. Yeah. I'm gonna have words. I'm gonna have words for everybody at Marvel if they do that.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm
They
100%
can't
with.
do
I'm
that?
100% with
Bruh,
that. No,
Hulk is
that won't
supposed
do
to-
it, bro.
His healing factor is supposed to be like crazy. So him getting stung by a scorpion is supposed to like heal in a way where okay, like he could just spit the poison out. Because
Magic it can work.
It should have killed. It should kill Tom Holland.
Something where it's like a influence of the mind or magic or something like that would work with the Hulk. But yeah, something like that being enough. And then mind you, you telling me Scorpion stabbing you with some venom that don't feel good is worse than all of the things that's happened to you before that sting. I can't get behind that being legit. I personally could not. No.
Because y'all think I have a question,
Mr.
though.
Negative being in this would be would be a really good segue. As
if
much
it's
as I don't
Mr.
love it, it would be safe.
I was gonna say that too, but at the same time, he said he found out a way to merge the two. You think with Jean Grey being in this film, let's not say she's super, excuse me, talented Jean Grey,
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it's a mental link, or she's doing something or whatever, and she's connecting with some the team. I don't know what the hell gonna happen in this movie. Maybe her mental link can mess up something in the Hulk, or she can touch Bruce and bring back some emotions he suppressed from being abused as a kid and all this and that could bring the Hulk out. Because it's gonna take a lot to justify
Yeah.
why we getting the Savage Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
I
And I
feel like
mean,
Jean
I
it's
Grey
didn't.
gonna
is
That's a
take
good
capable of
a
that.
angle. That's a good
I
angle.
feel like Jean Grey is
bruh,
capable of that.
Rod. Because I don't think even one character death, like it's going, like there's not one character death that's gonna make me even believe that we deserve Savage Hulk right now.
The
It's
only thing would be his. I mean, like, see, the thing is, we wouldn't have the emotional connection because they gave no story around his son for us to have the emotional connection. But there must be some form of a bond between him and his son, or at least I'm led to believe that there is some type of a bond between the two. If his something were to happen to his son, or if he believed that something happened to his son, that's the only thing in terms of an individual being that I could see being a cause for his more savage rage coming out. But out short of that, to D's point, let's get Jean Grey accidentally messing something up in his mind, or a Mr. Negative, or something along those lines. Because just having him be like, you know what, I'm tired of taking a back seat. No, it's not floating.
I'm curious what y'all about to say for what the next question was.
Mm.
'Cause after you
Let's
answered
hear it.
that, from what you've heard, will Hulk have a redemption arc? Quite the opposite. If what I've heard happens and Brand New Day comes to pass, he might just get hated even more.
Oh God, here we go.
Us hating him or the universe hating him
The
though, because
universe
that's a
hating him.
distinction.
The universe hating him.
Oh yeah, then he's going to go back to his savage mode. It's I just don't know how, and I can't, to D's point, I can't find a link as to what that how would be at this current moment confidently. But yeah, he that's what it sounds like. He's going back to his savage mode. I,
I'm just glad he going back to Savage mode. To be honest with you.
yeah, I think we all are. It's just this is what I mean with Marvel got to tighten. They got to tighten up with the storytelling and crafting that they do.
Yeah.
When we read a comic book, right? The comic book is telling you a story.
Yep.
It's still telling. That's like what you guess. Do you get sold into the action and everything else that's happening around the story? Absolutely. But it's still weaving a story for you. Like when we say we like people enjoy what was it, Greg Pak who did World War Hawk D?
I think so. I'm not
Well,
remember right now.
but when we talk about how much we enjoy the World War Hawk story, like that that whole iteration, it's because we never like we knew from the parts that was set up before why the Hawk would be angry. And then we know now it's all culminating to him coming back to this place that did him so wrong, that just took everything from him. And all of the rage is coming from that. That's just good storytelling. Like coming from the previous things before World War Hawk into this World War Hawk. We just don't see that level of like crafting, or even something I would say is near that level of crafting when we and maybe that's unfair to judge the MCU by, because they haven't been around as long as just Marvel Comics has been around. So I'm not going to say that they have to be one to one to the comics, but like that's what they need to encourage themselves to push their narrative ability to be like. It needs to be something in the realm of the strength that the comic books themselves hold, and stuff like just throwing in the Hawk tired of being in the background after he said I want to be in the background from getting punched by Thanos. That's not it. That's just not enough. I'm not saying you got to be perfectly like the comics, but you got to be in the realm with the storytelling. I'm mutants. I'm giving them some leniency though with this the rest of this multiverse saga. All I'm asking from them is in that mutant saga, especially with who the saga is named after and the amazing stories that's come out of that group, they need to get this right. They need to get it right then. I'll give him the rest of this, whatever this is.
I think it's that Universal thing. The fact that they can't release a solo Hulk film probably really.
Sure, but you still could have told more. Have Hawk in more different, or in different things. You could have had Hawk. We had Red Hawk in Brave New World, or whatever the Captain America movie was, Brave New World. You could have had the regular Hawk in there, and we got a little bit more of his story. You could have had a more substantial version of the Hawk story progress via She-Hulk than what we got.
You know
Eh,
what? They should have left Hulk on that planet in Ragnarok and not brought him along for that. No, because I'm being so serious. He was like, I got here through the Quinjet. We saw Hulk talking and not Ben. Now he's just a big dumb green monster. He's fighting in this little arena that looks like BS. And it was like, even in that arena, you ain't. It just looked too like a play arena. Didn't seem like it was no life or death situation for anybody in there. You know, with Thor making jokes in the arena, this is my friend from work. This is this, and it's like, all right, y'all could have left Hulk there. We could have had around 2 or 3, 4 movies, and then you like, you know what? This Kang joint ain't working. Let's not rush into Doomsday. Let's bring in World War Hulk. Let's say the Quinjet blow up, and Korg and such, they all coming with Hulk, and they all about to, something gonna happen, just like the comic book. But it's like, damn, have we had 5 or 6 years without the Hulk? I think him coming back for an Avengers style movie would have been even crazier.
yeah, we had. Yeah. And then again, it's not just the idea of the Hulk; it's the type of Hulk we've had now for like
Yes.
5 years, bro. It's hard to just be like, okay, so he just angry again. Okay, he bipolar. I get that. I don't know what causes his episodes. He just has episodes. That's all I know. Yeah, I don't know. They got to do better than this. But it's okay. I'll take it. Spider-Man gonna have a lot of stuff going on in that movie. I'm excited for that. I think that'll be just fun to see, just to be able to get the idea of Spider-Man with this Daniel Creighton, some of the stuff that he's got going on in terms of like the martial arts with the Jackie Chan group and all of that, and then you got Punisher who gonna be going crazy. Then Sadie Sink's supposed to be. Is that confirmed that Sadie Sink is Jean Grey?
It's not confirmed,
or denied.
but it's what a lot of speculation.
That's what a lot of people think. But let's say that she is, okay? Still, we get an introduction to an X-Men character, a new X-Men character, one that will be in the actual Mutant Saga phase in MCU. Punisher gonna be pew-pewing all over the place. Pause if needed.
Needed.
And then the Hawk gonna be on Rampage and Spider-Man gonna know Kung Fu. I'm happy. I'm not gonna get picky with this Spider-Man movie
And we get
when I
Scorpion,
think there'll
too.
be enough action, or there'll be enough action. Yeah, but I mean that's just kind of like it kind of come with Spider-Man. You know what I mean? Like when you throw in a Spider-Man character like that.
I think this Scorpion is gonna be good though. We barely got him, but I think he's gonna really captivate the audience.
I'm cool. I'm if I leave out pleasantly surprised by any specific aspect of the movie, that's just a bonus to me. That's how I'm treating it.
It would be fire if they did have the what's his name, Mr. Negative. That would be fire.
Yeah, I think especially with that Hawk tie, like that Hawk tie-in, it's like kind of disappointing that he isn't, unless they lying to us.
They could be lying to us.
Yeah.
I hope they lying to us.
They could be throwing some at this point in time. It's all speculation. We don't know what's gonna happen. We haven't even gotten a trailer yet.
We started with a giant spider lady. Remember?
Huh?
Remember the first rumors when this movie first started coming out? It was supposed to be a
yeah.
giant arachnid.
Facts. It was a female villain.
Like, we came a long way from that giant Japanese arachnid.
Imagine it's Jean Grey from a different universe that is on the way like to an incursion with the main MCU because of what happened with Spider-Man.
Jean Grey would turn his brain to a 7-Eleven Slurpee.
Yeah.
I do not want to see Spider-Man fighting no telepathic telekinesis mutant with the ability to lift the Empire State Building with a thought.
With her mom. Yeah, no.
Because he already beat Doctor Strange.
Right.
We don't need him to be laying a finger on Jean Grey.
Right.
Oh, man. But supposedly her character is intertwined with Punisher's character, which is confusing. We don't know who these characters is
We
playing.
really don't.
Oh, is she intertwined with Punisher's character? She is not playing Jean Grey.
I think,
Yes,
if I'm not mistaken, it can't be, right? Can't
Yo,
be.
it's this like an Inception level of misinformation that we
Because
get.
Punisher
These
don't have no
sources.
business being in those multiversal conversations.
No,
All that nigga do is shoot us.
He shoot at the police.
no,
So he don't need to be talking to no Jean Grey.
no, not at all.
All right. All right.
We just gonna have to see.
Let's continue. All right, let's finish this up. Supposedly, this guy was asking. It's confirmed that the symbiote will have a role in Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 2, but is Eddie Brock going to have a role in the upcoming season of the show too? Alex said no. Marvel Zombies season 2 is they want to continue that story as well, which makes sense. Supposedly, Black Knight will still be involved in Blade and or Midnight Suns. And Alex Perez said yes to both. They still want Kit Harington in the MCU. Will Doctor Strange?
Hour 20 minutes. Oh Lord.
Will Doctor Strange be in the Midnight Suns? So ironically enough, I heard Wong would be in it, but who knows? Maybe they'll include Strange in as well. Thing is, they still have to do Doctor Strange 3 as well. What do they have planned that you could tell us for the Magic Corner in the future beyond the Midnight Suns, or that's the only thing as of right now? Nico, Minoru, and Wiccan. Which I believe, isn't that the same shawty from Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man?
I think so. The one that had
Okay.
His friend,
little
yeah.
amulet.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
Yes.
that's what I
Okay.
have. And then obviously the shawty from, I believe they're gonna do a Strange Academy TV show as well, if I'm not mistaken.
So I got a question. Does that mean that this Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man will also kind of it'll be positioned in a way where it could potentially be introducing characters from the main MCU?
Yeah, so they're taking a lot of inspiration from that TV show. From what I remember reading an article or something like that, where they're taking a lot of inspiration from the characters that they were using and just how they were using certain things within that TV show and introducing them to the MCU.
So how would Nico be brought into the fray? Is she going to be introduced in this movie? Is that what they... How is she coming to the fray?
Because Peter
of
needs to have a
anything?
new set of friends. Even though supposedly, allegedly, what we've been told is he hasn't really been being Peter Parker. He's been more honing in on being Spider-Man. I could still see him having some friends or some people that are interested in getting to know him. And Nico could be one of those characters, potentially.
And when did that Spider-Man movie come out? 2022?
Wait, what you talking about? What Spider-Man movie?
The last one we got with him.
I think so.
So
Something like that.
3 years. He should be having some type of friend or a mentor. Dr. Connors.
Could be that.
Because, yeah, the whole Nico thing, if they make it, you can't, I feel like, unless they start tying this stuff over with the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, I don't see how you could pull characters. And here's my reason for thinking that like that is the case. Tombstone, is it the same? Is that the same Tombstone? No, because Tombstone was the young dude, so it's not Crondon. But did Crondon voice? Hold on, let me look it up.
Bro, it's so much bullshit going on for this
He can meet
Spider-Man
her in
movie.
college. He's starting college.
He's starting college, but he had his own apartment. I thought he was. I thought he was.
He had to finish and get his GED.
Yeah, he got his GED. So it's been how long did GED take?
It's gonna be
Ain't that
MCU
long, it
time,
shouldn't
brother.
be.
It's not
The
really
GED
year
takes
time.
6 months, don't it?
Yeah, but it's gonna be MCU time. It's not gonna be MCU is already ahead of us right now.
Ain't that a motherfucker? A GED takes 6 months. We was in school for 4 years. Well, it don't take 6 months. I'm just throwing it out there, but
But just because 3 years passed from the release date of the movie, don't mean 3 years passed in the MCU.
I mean, they already 5 years ahead of us, so technically.
Yeah, they already playing
But
with
at
our
the
stuff.
same time, it's like if he got the let's say he not doing the pizza delivery joint, but let's say he's working somewhere. He's supposed to go to what, MIT, right, or RIT?
MIT.
MIT,
Where's MIT at?
Massachusetts.
Okay, so he's supposed to go to MIT. Let's say, since they ain't mentioned Osborne, and I said they should do this in Ironheart. This is an up and coming, or like a not a startup, but like a small robotics or tech company coming up. And Norman Osborn has been mentoring Peter and all these other young adults and doing this and that. Let's say these last 2 years, he's just been at Oscorp hustling and grinding, or just working, something like that. And then that's how we get introduced to Norman Osborn.
Yeah, but I don't think that's happened in this movie. If anything, it would just be that they do mention that he's working there, but we wouldn't get Norman at this point until Sony was okay with that, right, Rob?
Probably.
I thought they fully bought. I
Yeah.
forgot that. Yeah, they could just say he's been working at
No.
a tech company. He's working at Oscorp. Bam. Oscorp is, some not no Avenger style big building, but like a
Up and coming startup company or something.
yeah, like a 5 foot lab, a
Yeah.
5 foot office somewhere outside of New York in a lab, and he got like a little commute here and there or something. It's on Coney Island or Long Island or some shit. Because I'm like, bro, he is miserable in the comics,
Yeah.
but damn, this nigga done wished his best friend's memory be wiped. His auntie done passed away. Nobody know what he looked like.
Nobody.
He still got to
He
face
is
Venom,
literally nobody.
supposedly. And just to end it off from this Alex Perez, because that was the last of the Alex Perez questions. Supposedly they've been looking for a Venom, if I'm not mistaken, in the Spider-Man universe, and Alan Ritchson, who plays the main lead in
Reacher,
Reacher,
Reacher, yeah.
the most recent adaptation.
bro, he like 45.
Yeah, that's the only thing with that is you can't. What you gonna say? Him and Peter Parker working together. What is this? To Catch a Predator?
Now,
You
while you do work with older people when you get older, but it's like you would want him and Eddie Brock to be somewhat in a similar age.
Could you imagine Alan being jealous of a 20-year-old of a 20-year-old kid, bro? It's like, nah, bro, something weird about this. This creepy.
45-year-old, 6'4", 260-pound Alan Richardson, jealous of
Oh,
5'9",
Tom Holland.
160-pound Tom Holland that just got his GED.
Cause he got a little rhythm. I mean, he don't know he's Spider-Man, so to him it's just like, boy, that boy is sure is sharp. He got a lot of rhythm.
He don't have to be the same, because I believe in the most recent ones, like in the King in Black joint, Venom was considerably older, wasn't he, than Spider-Man?
Yeah, but it was a different universe. That's why they didn't bring them two together, because it was like
seen Venom in Tom Holland's universe.
correct. So we just saying we can't put him with somebody that look as old
Yeah.
as Alan. We can't
Alan
do
Rickman
that.
Don't even look that old.
He looked like a grown man.
Yeah.
Tom Holland, you need to go find somebody that's got that Tom Holland frame. Something near.
No!
Something
For
near
Venom?
it.
Absolutely
Yes, no.
not.
No. For
No.
for Venom to work with this Spider-Man,
Absolutely
you can't
not.
go and get Batman. You can't go and get
Yes.
Batman Venom.
That's the whole point.
No, we had Topher Grace. Tom Hardy is 5'7", and look at how big his Venom
Low
was.
ass nigga, and everybody hated his Venom.
Yeah, because his Venom was talking and making jokes.
And then
Yeah.
that nigga was skinny as fuck.
Yo, you can't, bro.
Yes.
Go on. Open up a new tab. Do the split screen and put Tom Holland next to the Reacher.
Yes, that's the point of Venom.
No,
He's supposed
Rob.
to look incredibly massive in
Yes,
comparison to
Venom.
They're
Spider-Man.
supposed to be
Not Eddie
closer.
Brock.
They're supposed to be right. They're supposed
Yes,
to be closer
Eddie
in
too.
age.
In the King in Black story, Eddie Brock is a massive human being.
Rob, we can get a massive 28-year-old somewhere. We don't have to get a
Exactly.
45-year-old, probably a granddad.
They gotta look. They gotta look like they would be associates. Or
This
some
is like Philip Rivers being jealous of Bryce Young. Philip Rivers don't give a fuck about Bryce Young. He got 9 kids old as that nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it'd be too.
yeah.
Yeah, I can't weave no story around that either. I agree with D. How you gonna sell this man that's clearly a grown
He's
man
6'3", bro.
being
Bro,
In the
envious of a 20
comics.
year old? That just sound creepy though.
Rob,
Like,
stop in
what
the
is a
comments because
grown?
Wolverine is 5'3" in the comics. Cut it out.
Mm,
Yeah, they getting the smaller Wolverine.
They is not finding no dude that's
They not
5'3".
finding no 5'3".
Not probably not 5'3", but
Promise
5'5". So get that
Nigga, they better
right.
go get Henry Cavill
Hey.
Yeah, honestly.
for I don't buy a ticket. They piss me off. Rob,
Be like, you will not get
off
my
rip.
money.
This Spider-Man movie was promised 2 years ago. This is going to be a street level movie. We are not doing too much in it.
They
Today
wanted it to be. They didn't
We
promise.
already got too much.
we got Jean. We supposed to have a female led villain. Now we got Sadie Sink, Jean Grey. We got Punisher. We got Hulk. We got Scorpion. We got Venom. Shit floating
They
around.
introduce a new character every week.
He could still be the journalist for the Daily Planet / dailyplanet.net or whatever.
Daily Bugle.
Dailybugle.net.
Boy, he
which
better
is
go
in
get
the
some.
Spider-Man MCU. And just like in the comics, that man
He gonna have to get
Spider-Man
that
could fuck up
Illuminati
his
serum.
journalistic career. Fuck up his whole career. And now, boom, Venom. Probably not even gonna introduce him in this joint. Probably the next film.
Alan Richardson gonna have to get that Illuminati serum for him to play this role,
This
Rob.
nigga would go crazy, bro. He don't look that old.
He look like a grown man.
He's supposed
This
to
a
look like a
grown
grown
man.
man.
This is a grown man, though.
Read,
Bro, go
read
put a
that King in
picture.
Black story.
Nah, bro, go put a picture of Tom Holland.
Yes.
And then what? Tom Holland's supposed to win? I hope not.
That's the point.
Oh my God. No, y'all need to see this. Can I share my screen?
Share your screen, brother.
Nah.
I'll let you.
Look at this.
That's the point.
Look at
Yeah, we hit
this.
share down at the bottom.
Hold
That's the
on.
point,
Hold on.
though, man. In the comic books, that nigga Venom was menacing, bro. That's why I loved it in the Marvel Spider-Man 2. They
Well, let
got
you share.
Venom to a T. Menacing.
How do you
bro.
make it?
Wait,
do I
how
make the
big
screen
was
bigger?
Eddie Brock in the Spider-Man joint?
It wasn't Eddie
I mean,
Brock.
he
It
brolic.
was-
yeah,
He
it was-
definitely super brolic, but
hairy.
like,
but
It was
Venom-
Harry, right?
Venom, it was Harry, but in general, Venom was just huge in stature, and it makes it a lot more feasible to see a 6'2" man transform into Venom. A nigga that's already huge in stature transform into a nigga that's even bigger in stature in comparison to a Spider-Man.
Because
That's
6'2",
what's
you
gonna
want
make
Venom to be
his-
like 6'8", damn near 7 foot.
Yes, it'd be
But you don't go from
perfect.
6'2" to 7 foot. You can go from 5'11", 6
That's gonna be
foot
weird as shit.
to 6'8".
That's gonna be weird as hell.
Wait, Niall, are you sharing your screen?
yeah, I'm sharing it now. Is it showing both of them? It's probably not showing how I do
It's
both
showing
of them.
Alan Richardson, and you about to show Tom Holland, and it's about to look like the worst casting decision on earth.
Ever, bro. I'm gonna do
You
the
had it-
entire screen.
You had it.
How I
up.
do? Let me go. Here we go.
No, just go ahead
It
and
was the
share your
wrong
screen.
one. I want to do it side by side. This is what I want to do. Look at this.
It could
Look at that. Look at the
Absolutely
grown
not.
man. Look at that grown man. Next to, come on now, Rob.
They was better off using Nicholas Holt, Lex Luthor, if they want to do
Look-
that, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to go get the man from To Catch a Predator to come on.
My goodness.
He gonna have to come on the set and do a lost episode.
Bruh,
If
would
that's
work
the villain.
perfectly. It will work perfectly
No,
because Peter is gonna be quipping his ass off. He can, damn nigga, you big as shit. Pause. Like
No.
just as a human, and then you got the symbiote on top of that too, brother. How am I supposed to beat you? He's supposed to come from crazy odds, and then the last villain gonna be Green
To
Goblin.
D's point though, I get the Venom. I get the Venom being that like Alan Richardson size, but the human underneath it, that is no, that can't work. That can't work. If it was, and it's not, it's just really like the age discrepancy there and the visual view of it. Now, if we was talking about Tobey Maguire as an example of Spider Man, and you said we want to get Alan Richardson there, okay, I can see
They
that.
two old niggas.
Yes, because they two age appropriate human beings being paired with each other. It looks so weird when you got one that's like he barely looked 20. I know he like 28,
Not
29, but he
Toby.
barely looked 20.
Yeah.
I feel like it reminds me of that animated Spider-Man series where they was working for Dr. Connors and he was friends with Eddie Brock, and Eddie was kind of like an older type of dude, but not too much older. But I understand what y'all saying. Who knows? It's still speculation at this point. Nonetheless, I think that was. Oh, and Spider-Man: Brand New Day has officially wrapped filming. They'll probably do some reshoots here and there at the beginning of the year. But so far, it looks like it was good, and so far we've been hearing good things with on the set in regards to the shit that Destin Daniel Creighton is aiming for, and just the overall vibes and the work atmosphere on the set as well. So that's always an A plus. So thumbs up to Destin and Marvel for that.
It seemed like it's gone. It seemed like it'd be like it's gonna deliver the way that I feel like every other Spider-Man movie has. I'm excited for it. I don't have any reason not to feel excited for it, even if I am confused by the direction of it. But
Yeah.
I'm excited to see it, and yeah,
All right. Do we have anything else?
Just the 4 trailers.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Avengers Endgame is re-releasing, but also we're supposed to be getting 4 Doomsday trailers. Um, that's coinciding with the release of the Avatar: Way of the Water. I think. New
Hmm.
movie that's coming out. I believe. What is that? Next week.
Yeah, the 19th.
Supposedly, this is what's happening from Daniel RPK, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm generally curious. Supposedly, they're gonna be like a minute and so change, and it's gonna basically be giving us the background for what we should be expecting the storyline to be for this movie, or what the storyline they want us to believe for this movie.
So I got a question. Hold on. This is a yeah. This ain't no teaser trailer. This is a trailer
Yeah, these
because it's
ain't.
gonna be over 5 minutes total. This is gonna be right.
Yeah, this is because the teasers, like Supergirl joint was a teaser. It's like more of a vibe of the movie, I guess. You get little pops here and there, but the
We
trailers have
gonna
to
get
do.
more trailers after this though.
Supposedly, it's gonna be 4 different trailers too.
No. What I'm saying is, after they give us these Avatar trailers, right?
Yeah,
That's it until the movie come out.
Oh
I would
no,
say
no, no,
they're gonna give us these
absolutely not.
Avatar trailers, and then once Comic Con come around, they're gonna
It'll be a
start
way
doing more
more.
promotion. Because then
Okay.
you got to realize before the movie come out, they got to start doing promotional trailers. It's gonna be like Samsung trailer or this trailer that plays during the NBA Finals or something, or some trailer that plays
Yeah.
during shit. We got the World Cup next year. This trailer
Wow.
plays during commercial at the World Cup at the end of
Super
this game.
Bowl.
Yeah, something like that. So it's like they gonna put these 4 out because they gotta feed us something for us to look forward to going into the new year. After this year,
Yeah.
like we all agree, Thunderbolts visually was cool. Could have been it was the best movie they put out this year. We all think, right, or something like that.
I'd say Fantastic Four is better.
I don't know. Okay, but this year they had some stronger movies than what they put out the last 2 years. So
Yep.
they like, yo, we got to get back on the fans' good graces before the year out. Here go 4 trailers for y'all to talk about before we release some Spider-Man stuff during the Super Bowl. Then once Super Bowl over, we got the NBA Finals to start throwing out tidbits. It ain't even gonna be like it's gonna be like promotional like suits. You got like 60 characters, so they got to start showing suits and showing this and that. They don't have to show no crazy trailer because they don't want to show the whole movie. They got to have some type of surprise.
Right. Okay. All right. That makes sense. Because and I was gonna be honest with you. If these 125-minute trailers that they given us were to weave together into like a large 5-minute one, me personally,
It'll be a
the
dope idea.
market, like the marketer in me is like, no, but personally, I would be like, that's fine. If I had nothing else but that to kind of comb over, and then like you said, D, like if it were to just be like costume reveals or Samsung trailer, something like that, I would be 5 minutes of it, because it's like you said, don't show me the whole movie. 5 minutes, I could roll with that, but I think the way you broke it down, that's exactly how it will likely go, and this gives them enough cushion to not have to give us anything else, at least trailer wise, for a while, which will allow and open up for the Super Bowl to be kind of focused on Spider-Man and some other, they'll figure out what other periods are great for that. Then if we had, and then that's the other thing, is we also do got some TV shows and whatnot coming too that they got to start advertising for. So I don't think Wonder Man is getting any marketing. It's just done. It's too close to it, and now you got.
When does it come
Come out in January, like early January. Yeah, it's cooked. It's cooked. They done. Like, and it, because I was going to say December they going to be doing the Wonder Man trailers and different things like that, but no, now we got this Avengers drop. So like Wonder Man, no. But if there's,
they're giving him that Ironheart treatment.
yeah, Daredevil though, that comes out next year, correct? And Vision, in the Vision show.
Yep.
But you think about it, bro. With Ironheart introducing Mephisto, such an important character in the MCU, you would try to promote the hell out the show or something, because that ties.
Yeah.
He ties into Doom.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like they could have been like, damn, like we ain't gonna show you Doom, but this is an important character in this Doom, like in this Doom character saga. But like you saying, I think after these 4 trailers in December, they'd be like, all right, now it's just all Spider-Man from February to the release of that movie. Then at Comic-Con, we do all Avengers shit.
Yeah.
For the rest of the year. But the fact that they're not promoting Wonder Man, it's like, I mean, I ain't think it looked too bad, but I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I wasn't gonna watch it. But it's like the fact that they're not even trying to, put out no trailers for, like, they're not promoting it at all. It's like, dang, it can't be worse than She-Hulk.
Right.
Like go to She-Hulk every week.
I don't think everything that I've seen so far, I don't think that anything about it has said it looks bad at this current point. Like, it's going to be different, but this is the type of different, using the She-Hulk comparison, She-Hulk was the type of different we didn't need. This is the type of different where it's like, maybe this is something that the MCU can make into a strength. And based off what we've seen so far, it looks like it has enough of the right things and not as many bad things. So if it does end up being a good show, it's going to be like, y'all marketed this terribly. And the sad part is no matter what, that always has an impact on your numbers, whether it's a good show or not. Like, if nobody knew about it coming into it, it's a lot of people that won't even try. And then the other thing is, season 2 of Daredevil, when does that come out?
Next year, right?
Yeah.
March next year?
Let me double check.
So they need to start doing some marketing for that as well.
Yeah, March 4th through.
Because we're supposed to get the
15th,
boys.
9 episodes.
We're supposed to get the boys.
When do we get boys?
Around the same time.
And Invincible around the same time.
And they gonna go stupid. Both of them gonna go stupid with marketing. Wow, they actually dropping the boys and Invincible at the same time from Amazon.
We're gonna be going at the same time.
Damn.
Works for me.
Amazon said we gonna get in and get out. That's what they doing.
For real.
They said no. Marvel doing all of this extra stuff this year. They re-releasing old movies with new cliffhangers. Nah, bro, we just gonna get in, get out. We got March.
Let us hold March down. Y'all can take July
Y'all
through
take
December.
Cause wow, both of them at the same time. That hasn't been done before, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, bruh. And they going rule. So Daredevil, honestly, to be honest with you, they might put their focus when it come to Daredevil into who saw season 1 and enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Or part 1 and enjoyed it. That might be it for that. They may I think y'all kind of helping me to understand this a little bit better on the marketing side. They tripled down They tripling down on Doomsday. They are tripling down on
Mm-hmm.
Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
Like they to the point where it's like any of our other media that's not Spider-Man is not getting time. It's just not. It's
Yeah,
not going to get anything. Like it doesn't matter what it is that's coming out. If that Vision series come out next year, it's not going to get any time. And then they probably, like D said, they going to wait till the latest convention, and that's when they going. Even though they could be using the conventions to focus on some of the other material, they going to be like, nope. We just wait until the one that's closest to Doomsday. They tripling down on Doomsday.
Mm-hmm.
They really believe in this.
yeah.
I can't wait. Nonetheless, we are. I think we had our time. We ain't got nothing else, right? Doomsday 4 trailer supposedly is just gonna be a little different variations between. Supposedly adding a Doomsday clock as well. It's supposed to be again running concurrent with the release of Avatar: The Way of Water. Um, very interested on what they're gonna be showing us. I want to see a whole lot of Doom.
Next
I want to see
Friday.
possibly his powers in action, or just any of the other characters. Just give us a little snippet, a little taste, and social media will be up in a blaze come Thursday if that shit is true about these trailers.
Bro, imagine it's not.
Yeah,
Like imagine we end the year with nothing from Avengers Doomsday. Like,
absolutely not. They would have
It's just
just.
no trailer.
You got all this hype. You got all this hype, and you
It's
just
just
ruined that.
nothing.
A year out too. On top of that too.
They
Like,
said we didn't have anything planned
we
till
don't really
Comic
care.
Con,
We don't care
guys.
about y'all niggas.
yeah, but I mean, I don't want the trailer. It's a minute 25. I think we can get all the teams' perspectives or something, but I'm like, I don't want to see too much Doom in the trailer. Or maybe we could just hear about him.
There was a theory, I think, that they were going to use each trailer to showcase each team,
Yeah.
and then the last trailer was going to be Doom. I kind of hope it do happen like that. I thought that
That'd
was
be
pretty
fine.
solid.
But it's 4 teams
Fans
though.
be coming up with some incredible stuff, boy.
They
Because if
didn't.
that ain't how
They
it
didn't
go,
talk. Did they show the X-Men team?
Yeah, they said it's Nightcrawler, Cyclops, Magneto, Professor X, Beast. God damn. What happened to this?
You got them. You got Fantastic Four.
What about Monica Rambeau daughter? Ain't
You have
she on that
Avengers in New
X-Men
with them,
universe?
Mutants. She is.
they didn't show.
She
They
is.
did they show her in that
She's still in that
little
universe.
thing?
They ain't show her in that chair lineup or nothing.
Or
She ain't
that,
in
yeah,
no,
that picture. Did they show her in that picture,
no,
Rob?
she not in that promotional arc.
I think because they're hiding her because she's gonna play somewhat of a pivotal role.
Watch
She's
they
gonna
be
be.
like, you know what?
She's
We
one
gonna
of the
keep her on the
persons that
back
started
burner.
an incursion too.
Did she start? You know who else started an
If they
incursion?
make her an
Venom.
official like X-Men.
Huh?
Venom started an incursion.
Yeah.
If we talking about her, all she did was float through a barrier. Same shit
She
Venom
went
was
to
doing.
another universe,
Same shit Venom did.
but Venom didn't stay in that universe. She did.
And he got sent back
Yeah.
through the, was it the snap or some shit?
No, through Doctor Strange and Spider-Man fixing it at the end, and they sent all of everybody back, including Tobey Maguire,
Wait.
including Andrew Garfield,
Now that I think about it, why was he even there if he don't know Peter Parker?
because they knew Spider-Man.
But Venom knows Peter Parker because of the hive mind.
Yes. Hmm.
Okay, because I'm like, yo, he ain't got no business being over there. All right, but yeah, I don't think they're gonna have her in no pivotal role for real, because it's like having her in a pivotal role, like, nah, they're not gonna, nah.
Supposedly, he's going after everybody who brought about an
Did she?
incursion.
It was confirmed she started an incursion.
She would have to have started an incursion because she was in another universe for a prolonged period of time, and that automatically sets the two universes to collide because those are the ones at odds. That universe isn't supposed to have her. The universe isn't her home universe isn't supposed to lose her. So now it's creating.
Wait, so okay, and they a different universe
Yes.
from the Fantastic Four, correct?
Yes, supposedly.
Yeah. So how many worlds is colliding with this Earth?
I
Yo.
think it's gonna be various ones.
So keep it a
It has
bean.
to be.
If anything, America Chavez should be target number one because she just been jumping from universe.
Everywhere.
She said, "I lost my two moms. I'm jumping through every universe." She would, nigga. Her and Doctor
She
Strange
said
became
incursion
paint.
here.
We forgetting they became paint when they was hopping through universes.
Yep.
He said,
Yeah,
"Was I a
that's true.
cartoon, bitch?" And you mean to tell me they mad because a black woman with superpowers fell through a little shield in the universe? And this little
Choice of
hoe,
her own.
bruh, she been jumping through the universes with Doctor Strange's for years. She should be number one on Doom hit list.
She has that ability though. Her ability is attached to her jumping through universes. So she's the person to be able to do that without impacting the universes to a point of an incursion. She's a
Especially if she's
universe
not
walker.
there for a long time.
Basically, yeah.
If it's just I'm there for a second or I'm there for a day, that's not going to cause an incursion.
She
But if
also-
you're there for a month,
She also has no multiverses and copy of herself. She has no variant. She's the only one. Only one American Chavez.
Exactly why she should be a target. Wait a minute. What you mean you the only one without a variant? Let me steal this power of yours you got, little bitty.
Could be. They could be trying to.
If I'm Doom, she's target number one.
Yeah.
I digress.
I do agree with that though. I think like her power in this universe is like, yeah, bro.
Yeah.
You getting at everyone with her power.
Because how Doom got variants and America Chavez don't. Come on, bro.
I think supposedly a lot of people are speculating Avengers Forever storyline where
Oh, God.
Doom took other Dooms from other universes, cut their tongues out, and turned them basically into like Doom bots. Hey, you got that reaction? I heard that shit and I thought that shit was cold. I ain't gonna lie.
No.
Yeah.
He need to turn all them Kangs into Doom bots or something.
That would be cool.
There we go.
That would be cool. Like, yo, they were supposed to be Kangs. What happened to all of those Kangs? The question that every single one of us is asked at this point. And then it just all come out that they all Doombots now. They just flesh machines.
Or like Reanimate or some invincible shit.
Yes. Yep.
That would be crazy. That would be crazy. All right, though. Y'all got anything else?
Yeah. No,
No.
I think we good.
All right. Well, we appreciate y'all. That was I think that was a good long pod.
Yeah, we got
Almost 2
we
hours.
got good time.
We appreciate y'all yet again. We reached the big 9-0. 10 more until we reach triple digits. We are so happy for everybody who taps in with us, who stops on by, leaves comments, likes, and subscribe. Please, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you're coming from the YouTube side. Hit that noti bell as well so that you stay in touch with us, stay up to date with all of the content, new content that we dropping. We got that Welcome to Dairy roundtable talk that's coming up soon, potentially Tuesday. If not, we'll let y'all know on social media side. But we'll have more of that. We'll also tap more into that manga content and go over some reviews for some recent chapters. JJK Modulo going crazy.
Going crazy
right now. So we got to make sure y'all tapped in as well. So we'll be on top of that. We appreciate y'all yet again, and y'all have a good rest of y'all week and happy holidays. Peace.
Damn, y'all read through the JJK joint?
It's not that long. It's not that many.
It's not that many chapters out.
I'm saying chapter 1 was like 50 pages, wasn't it?
Just the first one. The rest of them are like 20.
But is it heating up though, y'all said?
Yes.
Wait, where y'all niggas?
Running trash bags of that green, whipping fast, the whip
see y'all
color of
It muted everybody.
No, I muted y'all. I was trying to let the end credit play.
Just focus on the ticket, maximize my means. It's like now I'm just trying to float. There's a couple holes up in this boat. Dose my mind just so I can quit